We're still talking about Costello here. And a reminder, Costello's connected to Rudy Giuliani. So I don't know if that makes him a risky person for the defense to call, because that could take the line of questioning into a completely different arena. But let me read from the transcript right now. Todd Blanche asks, in the time you spoke with Costello to now, there was a change in whether Trump org was paying for lawyers? Cohen, correct. Blanche, what happened that caused you to write to Costello? Cohen, there were significant invoices being sent to Trump org for payment, and payment was not being paid in accordance with the invoices. Blanche, and you wanted Costello to talk to Giuliani about what was happening? Cohen, I expressed to him that the non-payment was becoming an issue and to let Giuliani know, to pass to President Trump, that it was becoming an issue. Blanche, you wanted Costello in June of 2018 to communicate to Giuliani that non-payment was becoming an issue? Cohen, yes, sir. Blanche, did you have any doubt that it was you who initiated that communication with Mr. Costello? Cohen, I don't recall if I'd asked him to reach out to Giuliani other than I expressed to him. And then Blanche, around time your relationship with Costello and his firm ends. Cohen, yes, sir. And Blanche, you met a couple of times until this time in June. Privileged communications, yes, sir. Where are they going with this, Misty?
So I think that they're actually trying to undercut the prosecution's testimony, which basically set this up as Michael Cohen was communicating with Costello as this conduit to Donald Trump, that there was this whole link in the chain with Rudy Giuliani being right there in the middle, and this was how he was going to communicate with Trump about all of the legal trouble he was in. Remember, we heard that come out on the direct. But I got to say, from a defense perspective, and I agree with Danny, I think they should just put the pens down and start to refocus on what really matters in this case, and that's the legal issues about whether an NDA can actually even be violative of the law under this factual circumstances. But I don't think they're going to. And I think
Can you just repeat that again?
Oh, yes. That
legal.
Yes.
Like
an NDA on hush
Non-
money
yes.
is not dispositive. It's not necessarily illegal. And so the defense has kind of overshadowed that point, that a hush money payment on its own is not a crime. And so the defense has really shifted focus to that, and I think they made that fatal flaw in their opening.
But didn't they at one point try to argue, and this is part of, I think, the challenge for the jurors to go back and say, like, wait, who said what when, is at one point, my recollection is there was an argument that Trump really didn't know anything about the payment, that thus didn't know anything about the NDA, wasn't involved in that. Cohen was just operating off on his own.
You're right. And that is the argument. And that's what the defense was hammering. And what I'm suggesting is that they created these issues where it really matters every step of the way, but they're overshadowing a bigger issue that maybe they could focus on that's a more technical legal issue.